Hi guys, it's Tara again with a new speed build. This speed build is a Spanish inspired villa type of home. I kind of just cut out the basic structure of the build because it was taking me a while to get where I wanted to be with it. So this is now built and we are doing a little bit of work on the outside before we move inside. So, in other news, I got a new microphone, so hopefully it'll stop being stupid and not doing what I want it to do. Um, the beautiful new headphones I bought, which you know if you watched my last speed build, the microphone is non existent, even though it was advertised with a microphone. So I went and bought a microphone and I really like it so far. I feel like it has a lot less background noise than just like recording from my computer or recording with headphones that like earbuds that have a microphone in it. So pretty happy with that so far. We'll see what happens from here out. But anyway, getting back to the build, I really wanted to build a house like this. I have two save files on my game right now. This one is my empty save file where I don't really have any families or anything, and it's mostly just for building and uploading builds. And it is, yeah, it's completely empty other than, whatever base game, whatever comes in the neighborhoods whenever you add games or whatever. So I have not done any like work to any neighborhoods. So in this case, we're in Newcrest and we are trying to fill that whole world up with completely originally built homes. So this is the third speed build from that neighborhood. I have built another house, but it's still just an empty shell. I'm currently seeking other YouTubers, Sims tubers to collab with that and do the inside of the house for me. So I thought that would be really cool. But yeah, so the ramblings going back, my other save file is a save file where I took every neighborhood and I completely emptied it and I filled it with all gallery content. And I did Oasis Springs with all these like Spanish style villas that I thought were really cool, so I decided I was going to try and tack one for myself. Now, this is a little baby villa, so there is, I believe, 3 bedrooms inside. It is not a starter home. I went way too overboard with the landscaping and the clutter. I knew that was going to happen when I started. Um, yeah, so you can see in the front here I have kind of these open arches, and that was the main inspiration for this house, or like being able to do that was the main inspiration. Kind of wanted to bring the indoors out. I found another problem with seasons though, because we have seasons now. Um, I couldn't put the arches in the back the way I wanted to. I wanted like open arches and no doors coming off the living room and the kitchen into the back like pool area, but I'm assuming assuming, I don't know, but I'm assuming that if I did that, Sims would like freeze to death in the winter when they're sitting in their own home. So you're gonna see a lot of me playing around here with the layout, and I really struggled with this build, but I really wanted to share it, so I kept the struggle. I kept the struggle in so you could see how far the house comes from beginning to end. It actually took me a couple days to build. I've never done that before. I've always just built in one sitting because I want it to be as seamless as possible, but I just was losing my inspiration. The other cool thing is that between Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it was Tuesday when I started this build. Um, Between then and now, I have acquired the game pack for Jungle Adventure. So I had a little bit of help with inspiration doing the second half of the decorating after I had walked away for a day and taken a break. So that was definitely helpful because it was like I can see how it could be really hard to build a Spanish villa without having the game pack that basically gives you all the Spanish style stuff. So now I have that. And after I'm done with this voiceover, I'm gonna go explore the heck out of that pack and take a sim to Salvadorada and see if we can get him in some trouble. But here's another reason I had to go back and do this build again. I couldn't decide on anything. If you look really closely, there's the two closets downstairs. They're two different colors because I couldn't decide which one I wanted. So I left them two different colors until the room was decorated and then decided which one I thought fit best. And I think when it all comes down to it, I think we might have picked a completely different closet color from either of those two. So I don't even, it was a struggle. We had a rough time getting our vision from our head into the game. So there's a half bath downstairs and there's also a full bath downstairs. That is because upstairs the only bathroom is off of the master bedroom and there's not another bathroom. I probably could have squeezed one in there if I really wanted to, but I thought I was kind of envisioning it like this home is maybe a little bit of an older style and maybe the people who moved in like kind of renovated it, but at its core it's still like one of those clay buildings that just, you know, they're just old and they just have all this charm and character but maybe not always practicality. So yeah, so that was kind of the idea I was going for, which is why there's like wardrobes downstairs and the full bath downstairs and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'll be able to point out exactly where I quit and gave up. I don't even think I'll need to point out where I quit and gave up. I think you'll know. I think it might be like really obvious. I could be wrong though. We'll see. Yeah. So struggling with the kitchen. And this is at like 4.5 times speed too. I feel like I probably could have sped it up even more because I was so indecisive about so many things. But it is only fair that if I suffer and struggle, that you watch me suffer and struggle. You know, you gotta see the painstaking reality that is trying to make a house on a video game actually look like a home. Sometimes it's really hard. I feel like we're missing a lot of little things that make it seem more homey, like just the ability to actually put the majority of the clutter on shelves. You just can't do it. So thank God there's cheats and like ways to move items otherwise, but like why wouldn't a spice rack thing fit on a shelf for the kitchen? I don't get it. I'm never gonna get it. So yeah, you'll see all that struggle later. Here I am doing that like wild thought process thing where I don't really know. I really did not know what I wanted to do with this entryway type foyer situation, but I did know that I really wanted to use that new base game wallpaper again. I used it in my black and white build in obviously the black and white tone, but I wanted to try to do the like original swatch and see what I could do about it. I think it comes out like very Caribbean, which is what the update was kind of supposed to be, so that's fine, but maybe it didn't fit the theme of the house as well as I wanted it to, but I really wanted to use it. And I think that room came out super, super cute. So we're not complaining about that. Yeah, so some more clutter, knickknacks here and there, la la la. I don't know, the room turned very green very quickly. That zebra patterned avocado shape rug, everybody is in love with the avocado shape rug ever since it came out. I've been seeing it in everyone's builds. But I did select the brown swatch on that. I'm looking at my video, I feel like it looks like I picked the black swatch, but I'm not that challenged when it comes to color and interior design, I swear. Yeah, so next step, a lot of the times my next step when I don't know what to do is to include items that I know I want in my gameplay and base my room around that. So like, obviously they've already got a living room, they've already got a kitchen, they don't really need anything else. They need a place to sit down and eat, so dining room was a no-brainer to go right off the kitchen. But I didn't know what else to do with the room, so I thought about what when I'm playing Sims, what do I do with my Sims? They do a lot of reading to build their skills because sometimes it's just easier than making them cook 1,000 times or garden 1,000 times. Also, reading increases their fun, so it's like my easiest way to build up skills. I also like when they can play chess because even though that is a skill building item, it's also a fun item, you know? So that's really helpful. A lot of careers that Sims want to do have like logic built into them in some way. I feel like for the doctor or the medical or whatever, the science, like you need it for a lot of them. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's logical that we need logic. But yeah, no, I just really liked this chess table and I wanted to use that. So this is when the whole swatch of the living room changes. The whole thing. Watch, watch it go. I was like, nope, dark woods, please. I always revert to dark woods when I don't know what to do. Ugh. Oh well. But look how perfect that rug is with the little green tassels on it. Smart. So here's another common practice of mine. I always pick up the room below its style and pattern and try to bring it up into the hallways because like you're walking from the that room into another room that shouldn't look too different, I don't think, but I broke my own rule. I didn't really like the way it looked in there, so I went with a more, I don't know, rustic look and maybe a little more old school Spanish. Like I would imagine those lamps hanging have like candles in them or like, you know, like that's the core of the home with all the wood and the stone. Like I don't know if I'm right. Now, if you peep over in the corner, I'm pointing out my own mistake. You see the walls from the stairwell? I painted the top of one of them dark brown and left the other one regular. So that was another reason I had to come back and revisit this build because I couldn't I was watching before I was editing and I couldn't realize like I don't I couldn't believe that I did that. It took me until I was watching it myself to realize it. So, yeah. So, whoops. So, going back down to the foyer now because I didn't do anything down there and I am trying to step up my knick-knack clutter game. Some people on YouTube, some Sims tubers, their clutter game is unreal. The patience they have. One that I would definitely shout out is Sim Kim. Her kitchens are always like, first of all, her houses are beautiful because she builds beautiful, big, gorgeous houses that a lot of other people maybe don't have the patience for or don't have like the inspiration for. But it always blows my mind how much detail she gets into her kitchens with like little knickknacks and things like that. Yep, so now we're in part two of the video. I thought that was a pretty seamless transition, but if you look down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see all that new content, and I was like, ooh, I gotta use all of this right now. I tried not to because I wanted to be able to use it maybe in another build. I kind of want to challenge myself in the future to build like base game plus pack, and like try not to use things from all over the place because if people do end up, you know, liking and wanting to download my homes, I want them to be as accessible as possible for people who don't have either the ability to get all the packs, the desire to get all the packs, however you want to put it. I'm a crazy person. I can't stop buying packs. You're gonna hear me talk about it until I hit the pinnacle and I get all of them. So yeah, obviously, like I said, I got Jungle Adventure here. So now Spa Day is the only game pack I have to buy. I don't know why I'm putting that one off so much. I feel like the gameplay is really impractical for me. More often than not, I play like middle class Sims or like starter Sims or like budget of like 60,000 simoleons or less for like a house or like sometimes I'll cheat their money to get like a, you know, like a really nice $200,000 suburban home, but they don't live like a lavish lifestyle and like they still live like they go to work every day, they go to school every day, you know, they do chores, they don't have maids, they don't have butlers, so that kind of thing. So the idea of going to a spa to me is like not something that my Sims would do. But I do see some aspects of it I really like. I do like some of the creative sim stuff. I do love the idea of having yoga mats as a way to exercise because for me personally, that's like my main form of exercise. I try to do yoga every day if I can. So that puts like life into the game more realistically for me. But yeah. So anyway, now that we're done rambling, we are on a bedroom here, and this is a very Salvadorada inspired for sure. I went with like the clay, like that terracotta tile, which is like, I don't know, it just looked really nice to me, and really vibrant colors. The walls are bright yellow. Um, so I don't know why, however I built this house that the problem with the half up half down walls allowed for that room to have like no up walls, but that's okay. So now we're doing another bedroom, single bed, kind of going like this one's inspired for a girl, kind of imagining that maybe you have twins in this house, like a boy and a girl, or you have like an older boy and a younger girl. I would say that boy's bedroom is maybe more suited for a teen than this room is. This room is very young looking, but I loved that teal. I just wanted to put it everywhere. So, a little pink, a little teal, a little purple here and there. Um, I try to make rooms like in a way so that like I can age them up with the Sims. Like maybe like some of these posters would go away and maybe like her journal would change colors, or like she would paint her end tables and her dresser to like, like her own little project to make the room more her. I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah, I like the idea of it being like, like in a real life. You don't just like throw everything out and buy new stuff when you age up. You might buy a new bedspread or like, things like that. Yeah, so this is a little hallway area, just putting some skill building stuff there. You got the bonsai tree, the easel, and the woodworking table, a little bit of decor, and yeah, master bedroom is last. I kind of took inspiration from the bathroom and decided to pull that navy blue over, so I wanted to go with the dark woods, the navy blue, really pull out that white, make the room like cozy. Like to me, like some people I know really don't like, dark bedrooms, which I totally get. My bedroom is like all white and pink and teal. Yeah, like the other bedroom I just built, except my walls are, cream and whatever. But I think that's why I like to build a dark bedroom on Sims so often, is because it's not something that I have in real life or will ever have, because I don't know. I fear exactly what everyone else fears, that it's gonna make the room like small and just not cozy and unlivable. But I don't know, something about the way it looks in The Sims, it feels so sharp to me. I love it. So yeah, and plus that royal blue wallpaper is hands down my favorite wallpaper in the whole game. I don't know why. The color is so rich. I feel like it looks good modern, it looks good traditional, it looks good like it looks good everywhere. You can't convince me otherwise. We have so many blue swatches in the game too, so it makes me happy. So now we're going back to the kitchen now that we've had some time to clear our heads, and we're gonna get some clutter in there and make it look a little more homey. Um, yeah, sometimes I feel like I lose things. Like I think I know where they are and then I don't. So it takes me a long time to do clutter sometimes. Like it kind of weirds me out that like some of the kitchen clutter is under clutter and some of the kitchen clutter is under miscellaneous. So I always forget where to go. Like I keep thinking that this like fruit bowl is in sculptures and it's not. It's under miscellaneous. Yes, that was so hard. That took me like a really long time. You don't even know, to get that fruit bowl centered. I'm so happy I did. It looks so good there. Yeah, see, I just grabbed like random clutter and threw it in another room. So I was like, ooh, I like that. I don't know if that was random clutter. I think that was the umbrella stand. Yeah, so then the last place we are revisiting is the backyard, where we're gonna put a little bit of stuff out here. There's not a lot of room because of the way the pool is, but I had this vision that you would just like throw open your sliding doors and like run out into the pool, and it would be like totally amazing. Um, so yeah, there's your little pool, a couple little gardening things, more skill building. Couldn't find the wind chimes either. That was driving me nuts. I had to search for them. Ugh, ridiculous. Okay, so last but not least, just doing some more landscaping, getting the whole lot filled up. I hate when lots look empty. I decided to bring this whole fountain thing around to the other sides of the house. Um, I don't know, I kind of liked the way it looked in the front, so I brought it all the way around. It kind of mimics the shape of the house too, which I thought was really cool. And then we are searching relentlessly for kids' items for the outdoors since this house is built to have kids. And then that's pretty much it, folks. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Bye.